So let's start working with the project that we saw in the last video. The last video I showed you the project, and you can see on the project files you will find this lyrics finish. This is going to contain all the code that is finished on the. This is going to be the version with everything, and this is going to be lyrics start. So open this lyrics start with Visual Studio Code. Let's open the server. And we're going to start working with the project. You can see here I already have the finished project, and also I'm going to start working with the fresh copy. And you can see also here we have the index.html. On the bottom we only have this file link, js-app.js, and we have on the JS folder API, app, and user interface. So these files are empty, and we're going to write all the code. So first we're going to write the code for the user interface. This is going to select all the interface. For example, if you click here on the search and search, this error message, this form, this result, everything is going to be select on the user interface. So we're going to add export, we're going to add const, and we're going to add search form. So we're going to select the search form. If you inspect this and inspect this, you can see the form has an ID of search form. So this is going to be equals to document.querySelector, and we're going to add search dash form. We're going to add a comma because we're going to add more divs, more selectors. And if you open the index.html, we're going to select also the search. It's going to be search ID. So we're going to be search div, and we're going to copy this and replace, and I'm going to select this search. This is going to be the ID. So like this, copy this again. We're going to add another element. This is going to be the result div, and this is where the lyric is going to be displayed. So it's going to be right here, result, and also it's an ID. So the last one, we only need 4, is going to be the message div. So we have a div where we can print the messages. These messages are, for example, this one. All fields are mandatory. Or in case that the user submits a search and they didn't find any results, it's going to be displayed into this ID. So it's going to be messages, and the name of the variable is going to be message div. And finally, we're going to add the semicolon at the end. You can see that here we are exporting 4 different variables. I'm going to import this on the API on the app.js, this file, and we're going to add import. I'm going to import everything, so we're going to use the asterisk. And we're going to add an alias as user interface from, and we're going to import UI.js. In order to check that everything is working, we're going to console log the user interface and save this. So open this one, the one that is open with a live server, and you can see we have a module. We have the message div, the result div, the search div, and the search form. So now everything is working. We already select all the user interface variables and divs that we are going to need to develop this project. So in the next video, we're going to continue working with this.